Hey everybody, Will with Strong Turf here. Today we're going to do a day in the life of a lawn care professional. I'm going to take you around to some of my properties, just show you what goes into a normal day. Today I've got a lot of my bi-weekly properties. Today's Thursday. Every other day I've got just mainly weekly properties, but today I've got some catching up to do. We had some rain earlier in the week, so 2 streets of weekly properties, and then the rest of the day is pretty much bi-weekly. It is 7:15 in the morning. I usually try and wake up about 6:30 or so, but it really depends on when I get out of bed. You know, working for yourself, being self-employed, sometimes it's a little hard to stay disciplined and get out of bed on time. But yeah, I usually wake up about 6:30 and get out of bed anywhere between then and 7:15. But before we load up the trailer, first things first, we gotta make ourselves some coffee. I usually drink Arabica coffee, Arabica coffee, I don't know how you pronounce it. But lately we've been getting this cheap Colombian coffee from Aldi. And it's pretty good stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Drink my coffee black, then no creamer, no sugar, nothing like that. But yeah, gotta have that morning coffee. All right, got my coffee. Nice and hot. See that steam coming off of it. This cute mug that my fiance got me. I thought it was pretty cool. We met on Hinge, so she got me that. Time to load up the trailer. If you'll notice, my 36 is already on the trailer, and my 52 is in the garage. Well, why is that, you ask? Well, it wouldn't be a true day in the life if something didn't go wrong. I was changing my blades last night, well, sharpening my blades, and I propped up the mower on the trailer gate. There's a bunch of grass I scraped off the bottom. You can see how wet everything has been this whole week. Propped it up on the trailer gate, got one blade off, and then click, 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 wouldn't start. It's been a little bit slow to start last few days, but first I pulled one of these fuses out and it was blown. It was completely black. I've got it over here. I'll show you what it looks like. So I took one of the fuses out of this one and put it in. This is the blown fuse, just cooked. Putting the new fuse in it wouldn't let it start. So then I took the ignition switch off and used a multimeter to test it, diagnosed it, and then I took the ignition switch off of that one and put it in there just so I could get it on the trailer. And then I swapped it back. But I mean, I've replaced this before. Usually rain gets in there if you leave it outside, and then causes some issues. But I don't think the part's that expensive, and plus it'll make a good video for me to teach anybody out there how to do that. But yeah, let's get the 52 on here, get the weed eaters loaded up, get the blower loaded up, and we'll go from there. All right, so here's the equipment I usually bring with me every day. A steel FS131R and a steel FS111RX. You can see which one has been the preferred trimmer this year. This is what I started with, and used it for probably 2 years before I got the 131. Some people say the 131 is too heavy to run every single day. but I mean, once you get used to it, it really doesn't matter. And once you feel the power that it puts out, you really don't want to go back to anything lighter. So I keep the 111 as a backup. And then my blower is a Steel BR 600. I'm gonna be looking to upgrade to a BR 800 at some point in the future. Everybody keeps telling me to get an Echo 9010. Oh, you gotta switch to Echo, you gotta switch to Echo. Well, for one, my mowers are orange, and I like to keep everything matching and looking nice. No, I'm just kidding. But the dealer I usually go to is a Steel dealer. I think they used to be an Echo dealer, but they're not anymore. And they're like located right in the middle of where all my properties are located. So it's really easy to just pop by there, grab something. So that's the only reason I've stayed with Steel. So maybe I'll get a Echo 9010. It's to be determined, but I mean, I've had no issue with the steel blowers. I have had a little bit of issues with the trimmers, but yeah, I've never had an issue with the blowers, so I might just stick with Steel blower. And it also wouldn't be a true day in the life without saying hi to my baby girl. Here you go, girly. This little girl turns 1 tomorrow. Can you say, I'm 1? No, she's too busy with her breakfast. But, yeah, usually oh yeah, there you go. I'm 1. Usually I'll take her to daycare in the morning, but daycare's closed today, so fiance is gonna take her to work. Hang out with mom all day, aren't you? And dad's gonna go mow, get covered in grass. All right, we are almost to the dealer. We're about 3 minutes early before they open, so hopefully they got the gate open. Let's see. Yep, gate's open, so we'll go ahead and hop in here and get our parts. We need a ignition switch. We need a fuse. We'll probably get a couple of the fuses, and then I need some oil and an oil filter for the 52 to do my 20-hour oil change. Supposed to change it after the first 20 hours and then change it again after that every 100 hours. I usually do them about every 50 or 60 hours, but you know, pick up some oil and a filter and all that stuff, and then we'll get on the road. All right, we got our ignition switch put in and hooked up. I also picked up some other stuff while I was here. So let's see. I also picked up some trimmer line while I'm here. That was about 30 bucks. Got some oil for the 52. It takes, I believe, 2.2 quarts, but I went ahead and got 3. So that was 20 bucks. The ignition switch was, wow, 26 bucks with hardware. A couple of the fuses, so that was 5 bucks. And oil filter for the 52. That was almost 20 bucks. So the total came out to $106.78. Not too bad, honestly. I was expecting it to be somewhere around there. So, you know, not the worst thing in the world. And if you see all these mowers that are waiting on service, this is exactly why I work on my own stuff. Because if I were to take this mower in, they're gonna take like 6 weeks to even look at it. So that's also why I've been posting tutorials and stuff on my channel to help other people, because waiting on service really sucks. All right, just pulled up to the first properties. I'm doing this one, and I just got a call about one down the street that wants me to start doing it next week. And once we do this one, then we'll jump across the street and do that one there, the one next to it, and then 2 right across from those. So I've got 5 right now in this little strip, but soon next week it'll be 6. One of the ones across the way, it's new construction. They just put new sod down. They've been watering the heck out of it, and it's probably going to be 2 feet tall, so I am not really looking forward to that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and knock these out and maybe get some footage of the mowing if I can find somewhere to prop my phone up. All right, so I just finished up that one on the street over. Took me 28 minutes, which is not a horrible pace. Could be a little bit quicker. But that brings my average to about $70 an hour. Ideally next year I'll have all these at a $40 minimum, but I've got them all priced at $35 right now. So next year that'd bring my average up to about $80 an hour, as long as I can keep that pace up. So we flipped around to the next street over. We're gonna do this one, if it'll stay focused, that one there, and then this one is the new one that has fresh sod. I can already see from here it's gonna be like 2 feet tall, so that's not gonna be fun. And then they're gonna keep building all these houses, and as soon as people start moving in, they're gonna come ask me to do theirs as well. The lady that lives in that one is a real estate agent, and I'm pretty sure she sells a lot of these houses to people. So once I picked that one up, she started referring a whole bunch of people to me, so that really worked out in my favor great. So I'm in the middle of doing my new property. Like I said, about 2 feet tall, and I didn't realize how bad this slope is right here. I can hardly even walk up and down it. This is all brand new sod. They've been watering it like crazy, but oh my goodness, I'm sure the camera doesn't even do it justice, but this is a gnarly slope. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do here, honestly. Gosh, I'm out of breath just walking up the slope. Alright, so we've gone over this one time. See, there's so many clumps of grass. It's so tall. I still haven't figured out what I'm gonna do with that slope right there, but we're gonna blow some of these clumps apart. Hopefully they dry out a little bit as I'm working, and we'll go over it a second time, and probably a third time, and probably a fourth time, and yeah, this is the life right here. A lawn care guy. All right, we're just about wrapped up with this one. Honestly, cleaned up pretty nice for how tall it was. I went over it once and then blew all the clippings around, kind of spread them around to kind of allow them to dry out a little bit. And then went over it a second time with the mower. Man, I got all these gnats flying around me now. This back slope, I got about 2/3 of it, maybe half of it, and I still got this little section. I'm probably just gonna weed eat that and hope for the best. It's a good thing I got the 131 on the truck. The 111 would not be happy with that. But yeah, I'm not upset with how it turned out. On to this one, and then trimming, and then we are on to the next street. All right, we are done with this street. That took so much longer than it should have, but there's not really anything that could have been done. I mean, they got to put the sod down so they can have a yard. It's not their fault that the slope in the back is, you know, that steep. And it's not like I can just mow the grass as soon as they put the sod down. You know, it's got to take root. So I don't think anything could have gone differently. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Definitely should have been out of here like at least 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing I could do to change it other than up the price of that one because of how steep it is in the back. So I'm gonna see about doing that. And yeah, I guess we're on to the gas station to grab something to eat real quick and fill up the gas can for the trimmers / blower. And yeah, if you're not a lawn care guy, maybe looking to get into it at some point, or something, or if you're just wondering, better get used to eating at the gas station a lot. Oh God, I know it's horrible for me, but I mean, I basically live at the gas station, so the good majority of my lunch comes from there. But they've got good pizza, so I can't really complain about that. Here's the overgrown one. I don't know how well you can see it on my front camera recording it, but yeah, it turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I thought I was gonna have to go over it 4 times. Really only did twice, so that's a win in my book. All right, let's take a look and see how much it costs to fill up one mower. It was like completely empty when I got here, so it's a good thing I didn't have to go over the yard another time. $30. Now, it was probably like 27, 26 because I got a gallon of gas in this one. But yeah, $30 to fill up a lawnmower. That is crazy. Definitely keep that in mind when you vote this November. Whenever I fill up this gas can, I just get these little bottles that make 1 gallon. I get the 6-pack of them. Oh, that's not even mine, but we'll throw it away. Yeah, I get the 6-pack of those. It'd probably be cheaper if I got the like big jug and mixed up however much I need, measured it out, but I'm sure I'm paying a little more for those little tiny ones, but it's so easy to just fill up 1 gallon and just toss in a little tiny bottle and call it a day. So we're gonna eat this pizza, head to the next yard. All right, we're pulling up. This yard here is bi-weekly and it is my off week from doing it. We're gonna do the one straight in front of us, the one right next to it, the one right next to that one, and then the house right there on the corner. I got a call the other day, I think it's one of these, asking if I could do theirs and their daughter's house, because I guess I better pull this truck up and get a little more straight. I guess one of these clients that I already have referred me to them. I have not called them back yet because this week has been crazy, and I know they're probably gonna ask if I can do it today, and the answer is no. So I might call her back this weekend and get her on the schedule. I might not. Just depends how I'm feeling. I don't know. I'm kind of at the point where I've got enough yards. Like, I don't need to pick up any others, but
if it's an easy yard or like, I don't know. I don't have any rhyme or reason to whether I pick up one or not. It's just if I feel like doing it, then yeah, I'll do it. But I'm doing like 70 yards solo, so I really need some employees before I start taking on a lot more. All right, just finished up these 4. Took me about an hour and a half. I got here at a little after 2, and now it's a little after 3:30. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 done on the schedule, and we're gonna continue working. You know, I wish that yard this morning didn't take me that long. It pretty much solidified that I'm going to be working until dark to get through the rest of my bi-weeklies. I've got 2 more weeklies to do, and then a handful of bi-weeklies after that. Don't know if I'm going to get them done today, but when it rains, as much as it has this last week, it throws a wrench into things. We got probably, I want to say 10 inches of rain within the span of like 5 days. And every time it would dry out a little bit, we would get another inch of rain. And it would dry out and get another 2 inches of rain. And so everything has been sopping wet for this entire week. It's Thursday today. And it's been moving really slow. But I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably it for this video. The rest of my day is going to be really exactly the same as everything you've seen so far. So if you like this video, leave me a like. If you've got any comments or just anything you got to say, get it off your chest, leave it down in the comments, and I'll try to respond to anything you may have. And have a great day. Hopefully your day goes a little bit better than mine did.